What's going on, everybody? I am back with another Prize Picks MLB player props video. This one going to be breaking it down, giving you guys two picks as you win some money over here on Prize Picks in the MLB tonight. We are currently on a 28-10 run, hitting at a 73.68 winning percentage on these Prize Picks MLB videos. So we're looking to keep it going in this one. For those of you that are new to the channel, anytime that you see that there was a run in the title of the video, that means we are hitting at above a 65% hit rate for that app and sport. The reason that I do that is because if you're hitting at above a 65% hit rate, you're going to be getting a really solid return on investment on your money, being that I give two picks for free every day on the channel. Want to make sure I'm holding myself to a high standard. That's going to give you a 27% return on investment. If you've been locking these into two-mans, you can get a lot more of a return on investment if you're able to hit at that same hit rate for 5- and 6-man flexes. But being that we give two picks, I give you all the breakdown, everything that goes into those two picks. The videos are really to explain, both the process, why I like the picks, and then hopefully to win you some money as well for free. If you enjoy the content, would be greatly appreciated if you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. It's free, takes 2 seconds to do, does greatly help me out, guys. Currently on the channel, 74.7% of viewers are not subscribed, so if you could just take a second to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, it does go a long way. Going to continue to ramp out this content, help you guys for free as much as I can. And we've been doing great on the MLB videos. Unfortunately, last time, Matt Olson didn't come through. Freddie Freeman came up and hit a home run. Matt Olson let us down. Hey, what can I say? Still been crushing. 28-10. You're not going to win every single one. So let's get back to the wins in this one, though. Got two picks that I think are really solid. I think we have a really solid slate. If you're getting serious, I do offer premium content packages. Link below in the description. I already dropped the 6-man. Already dropped the core plays. I think this is a really strong slate. For some correlation, some 6-man magic. So hopefully that goes well. But got two for you in this one. Let's break it down. Let's go game by game, as we always do, and I'll tell you exactly why I like these two guys today. The first guy I'd like to discuss is going to be a guy I've been talking about a lot on the channel. I'm sure he's a guy that a lot of you have been playing in your entries nonstop because he's setting records. He's an absolute fantasy score cheat code. That's Ronald Acuna Jr. This Atlanta Braves lineup is ridiculously good. He's at the top. They have a 6.77 implied run total. They are taking on a terrible pitcher today in Trevor Williams. This Washington Nationals pitching staff overall is terrible. We'll look at Williams' numbers over the last 30 days. It doesn't get much worse than this, folks. 11.1% K rate to righties, a 7.4% walk rate, so the ball's been in the zone. He's giving up a 375 ISO and a 548 WOBA. That's terrible. Versus lefties, he's terrible as well. He's terrible across the board. Ronald Acuna Jr. over the last 30 days, 375 ISO, 47 WOBA, 6.7% walk rate. Guy setting an all-time record for stolen bases. 70 stolen bases on the season. That is ridiculous. For those of you that don't know the Prizepicks fantasy scoring format, you're getting 5 points for every single one of those stolen bases. It seems like the amount of times this guy hits a leadoff single and steals a base, like that's 8 fantasy points right off the bat. Boom. Then he gets hit in. The Braves lineup is so good, it's going to get turned over 1,000 times. This is a dream spot for him. The Washington Nationals bullpen is terrible. They come in as the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th worst bullpen in the entire MLB with a 4.67 xFIP. And there's a good chance he's going to be facing some really terrible pitching out of that bullpen if they're able to get to Trevor Williams early, because they're just going to be throwing guys out there to eat innings, resting up their good arms for games that are more competitive. It's kind of how that goes. And, Ronald Acuna Jr., absolute fantasy score cheat code. Got to continue to promote him, especially in this spot. In this Braves lineup, he's just surrounded by talent. He's going to get a ton of at-bats, a ton of opportunity. His fantasy score continues to go up over here on Prizepicks, and I simply don't care in this spot. I would not be surprised in the least to see Ronald Acuna Jr. just come up and hit a leadoff tank off Trevor Williams. Wouldn't be surprised to see him just get on base with a single or double, steal bases. And like I said, I'm expecting to probably get a lot of at-bats, expecting the Braves to go off in this spot. And the scoring chart, for those of you that don't know, you're getting 3 points for every single, 5 for every double, 8 for every triple, 10 for every home run, 2 for runs, 2 for runs batted in, 2 for base on balls, 2 for hit by pitch, and 5 for those stolen bases. So Ronald Acuna Jr. is the dream combination of power, speed, contact. He doesn't strike out. He can hit home runs. He can steal bases. You just really cannot ask for much more out of a guy. And then you add on the fact that he's in the Atlanta Braves lineup. They're just so good. They turn the lineup over so many times. Like the amount of times this guy's going to get 5, 6 at-bats in a game just from being on this team alone, being in the leadoff spot. What else can I say, man? You got to love him this spot for him. So pick number 1, we're rocking with the over 11.0 hitter fantasy score for Ronald Acuna Jr. And then pick number 2, I got another spot that's really, really solid on the slate. And it's going to be the New York Yankees. It's a team that I haven't discussed a lot this year, much to my demise because I am a Yankees fan, but we have stunk. But this is a fantastic spot for us. And taking on the Kansas City Royals. Aaron Judge, the Yankees have a 5.15 implied run total. They're in Kansas City on the road. Pretty great hitting environment. 11-mile-an-hour winds blowing out to left. 87 degrees. That's the other thing I didn't mention. We're dealing with some lower temperatures around the nation now. You know, it's getting later in the year. 78 degrees in Atlanta, which is great hitting weather. This is another fantastic. I mean, there's not a lot of places you're going to be seeing 87 degrees anymore. And we're seeing 87 tonight in Kansas City. We're seeing 11-mile-an-hour winds blow out the left. And we're seeing Jordan Lyles on the bump for the Kansas City Royals. He's awful. We'll pull up his numbers across the board. Over the last 30 days, has not been pretty. Has not been pretty on the season. And specifically against righties over the last 30 days, I mean, his season numbers are dreadful. 16.5% carry to lefties, only a 6.9% walk rate. We're dealing with two very similar pitchers in this video. Trevor Williams and Jordan Lyles, both guys that don't walk guys, and both guys that are just throwing baseballs in the zone that are being presented to just be absolutely smashed. Jordan Lyles on the season, a 239 ISO given up to righties, a 347 WOBA. Over the last 30 days, a 194 ISO, 337 WOBA. It's gotten a little bit better, but he has to take on a guy in Aaron Judge who has a 352 ISO, 452 WOBA. His only weakness is he's striking out 30.3% of the time, but Jordan Lyles only has a 13.9% carry rate versus righties. So literally the only way you can really get past Judge, or I mean, you can pitch around him and try to walk him. He is walking 20.2% of the time. Pitchers don't really want to go to him, being that the rest of the Yankees lineup isn't as good. But I'm expecting the Yankees lineup to turn over quite a few times in this one. 5.15 implied team total. That total continues to climb up. And Aaron Judge is in the 2 spot here. Just talked about it. His only weakness is the strikeout rate. But when he's not being struck out, 452 WOA, 352 ISO, can absolutely mash the baseball to any part of the ballpark. It's being played in Kansas City tonight, as I mentioned. So really friendly ballpark all around, besides home runs. But we know Aaron Judge is capable of hitting the ball out of any ballpark, like triples, doubles, singles in the gap, average, on-base percentage, every single thing under the sun plays really friendly in Kauffman Stadium outside of the home runs. And being that Aaron Judge, when he gets into one, the ball's going like 400-plus feet. I don't care. So, once again, fantastic spot. And then you look at the Royals bullpen. Once again, terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th worst bullpen in the entire MLB. So, these are 2 dream spots. Really, the only possible thing that can make it a little bit better possibly for Atlanta would be if they were on the road for those guaranteed top of the 9th inning at-bats like we talked about with the Yankees. But I'll prioritize the hitting weather and environment as well at this time of year. I really like that these 2 stadiums, we're looking at some warmer weather. We're looking at some winds blowing out in both. Only 4-mile-an-hour winds out to right center in the Atlanta game. But fantastic spot for Aaron Judge here for pick number 2. Talked about it. Jordan Lyles is bad. The Kansas City Royals bullpen's bad. The ballpark's great. They're on the road. And this is a spot where this Yankees lineup should be able to go off against some pretty terrible pitching. So pick number 2, we're rocking with Aaron Judge. We're rocking with the hitter fantasy score over here on Prizepicks. They've got him up to 9.0. He's cleared this in 3 of the last 5, and I think he's able to get back to clearing it tonight against this terrible pitcher in Jordan Lyles and the terrible Kansas City Royals bullpen. Talked about it. Aaron Judge, unlimited power. His only weakness is the strikeouts. Jordan Lyles throwing the ball in the zone. He's not walking guys, and he's not striking guys out. So good luck. A good chance Aaron Judge gets into one here for pick number 2. We're rocking with the over 9.0 hitter fantasy score for Aaron Judge, and that will be my 2 picks to get you in some money over here on Prizepicks, and that will be tonight, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content that I upload. Once again, the premium content is linked below in the description. I think this is a fantastic MLB slate. I'm already locked in on my core. Hopefully we're getting some sweeps tonight, both in the video, both in the premium, helping everybody out, winning some money. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Wishing you all the best of luck on your Prizepicks MLB player props tonight, and we will see you in the next one.